between the north and south parts of the room. On the north side, I think it says strongly agree, and on the south side it says strongly disagree. This is a continuum line, which these guys are probably tired to death of hearing, and I'm grateful to see that it has been ripped up from the carpet, never to be seen again until next fall. What we talk about in this continuum line is that most things aren't binary. They're not either or, yes or no, black or white, this or that. We get on the continuum line, actually put your physical self on there, because sometimes our heads and our bodies don't always connect so well. And I'll make a statement, usually something really anodyne at first, like, I'm having a good day. And depending on if it was sunny or not, how your games went over the weekend, how much homework you have left on a Sunday night, how well you did at Fortnite over the weekend, I don't know. You put yourself somewhere between strongly agree and having a good day and strongly disagree. We're not having such a good day. But from there, the statements become a little more complex. At the beginning of the year, we took all of the words from our Nicene Creed and we split them out into individual statements. I believe in God. Strongly agree, strongly disagree. The truth of the matter is, most of them are somewhere in the middle. Believe in Jesus Christ, I believe he was born of a virgin. That's always a little tricky. Believe in the resurrection of the body. Complicated. Most of the time, belief isn't an all or nothing proposition, a yes or no thing. And how we come to acquire our belief, how we come to hold it, to own it, to shape it, is a different process for every single person. In our gospel story, Thomas is the only guy who's not in that upper room. You know, think about that. The text says that they were in the room, the door was locked for fear of the authorities. The translation, unfortunately, says Jews. I don't like the way they do that. It's really like the temple authorities, the people that put Jesus to death in the first place. Excuse me. They were afraid. But who's the one guy that overcomes his fear to leave the room? Thomas. Feels super unfair that he's called Doubting Thomas in our collective memory. Because he's the guy who said, you know what, I'm going to go out, we need groceries, we need information, I'll be back. And that's the moment that Jesus appears. Now, some of us have experiences of faith in life where it just all slots into place. It just all came together really easily. You had an experience at camp, perhaps. You had a conversion experience, that's what we call them, that's sort of the Christian lingo for it. And from that moment forward, you had this gift where you just always had belief. And everything was just a matter of refining. That is a beautiful thing. For some of us, faith was a series of intellectual ascents. It was something that you read, something that you heard, something that you thought about, and you thought, yeah, that all comes together, that makes sense to me. For some of us, faith is not a yes or no proposition. It's not binary. It's a line that we're walking every day. Some days, it feels really easy to strongly agree. Do I believe in God? Absolutely. Other days, it's harder. This morning, I woke up like a lot of you. I saw the news that yet another synagogue, yet another holy day had been violated in the most horrible way. And every time this happens, despite my ordination, despite my orders, despite my training, despite my life of prayer, I think, how could God let this happen? What merciful God would allow this to happen? These things challenge my faith. I wonder if Thomas felt the same way. How could a merciful God let this happen? I need to get some air. In the gospel story, it says that Jesus came in and he said, peace be with you. And the peace which passes all understanding filled the room. The truth is, the world is not perfect, and it's not going to be. we do our best. We're called to do what we can. We're called to be the hands and feet of Christ in the world. We're called to be those people that enter a room and say, peace be with you, and bring that with us. But it can be tough. And we move back and forth on that line of faith and doubt, belief and anger. What we saw this morning, though, is a counterbalance, an antidote. That despite the evil that's in the world, there is so much good. I heard 7 young people this morning talk about the value and importance of love in the world, how much they love their families, and how that is a core part of who they are, how much they care about justice, and even more than justice, mercy, as Owen did in his summary of the reading from Hosea. I heard people talk about forgiveness. When I think about where I am on that continuum of faith this morning, these 7 young people, if they knew it or not, were being the hands and feet of Jesus for me today. That they brought for me in their reading, in their work, and their meditations, the peace which passes all understanding, which is surely the evidence of Christ in our midst. The world is not going to be perfect. I wish it were. For these people, and for the even younger people in the next room who are having their Bible lessons this morning with Sue, I wish I could pass on to them a world that is perfect, a world that is beautiful, a land that is just, and love which never fails. But that's beyond my power. What I can give them and what you can give them is a model of what it is to have a faithful life. That no matter what it feels like on any given day on that continuum line, we continue in the practice of our faith. We trust that these moments, like the moments we have today, are going to come. That when bad things happen, we will continue in the path of what is good. We will continue in the path of love, in the path of mercy, in the path of family and friendship. Faith, like love, is not so much a noun, a thing that we can hold or capture. It's a verb, a thing we do, an action word. I'm grateful to you, 7 folks. Nicole, Anna, Owen, Erica, Chris, Hannah, Paige. I'm grateful to you today for being the model of faith and action for me. In the name of God.